Welcome to PIL, the Planetside Infantry League. This is 6v6. Two teams containing 6 players face off each other on a pre-selected base for 2 rounds of 15 minutes. The goal is simple: try to outscore your opponent. There are many ways to score points. Each kill of your opponent grants 1 point, with a few exceptions. A kill with a rocket launcher is worth 0 points. A kill as a max unit is also worth 0 points. But killing an enemy max unit will grant you 6 points no matter the weapon. The first capture or defense grants your team a total of 9 points. After this, a capture in the same round will grant your team a total of 18 points. As you gain points, there are some actions of which you will lose points. A team kill or a suicide makes you lose 2 points. A team kill on a max or suicide as 1 makes you lose 8 points. Each team starts from a designated spawn position from a vehicle called the Sunder. When the first round ends, both teams will switch sides. The team with the highest score at the end of 2 rounds wins the match. May the best team win.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, fellow planetmans. We are back for day 6, I believe, of the Planetside Infantry League. This is the 3rd day of the 2nd week. And we should have I would say a no match. I would not try and sell an incredible match. I think it's just going to be pretty much ZYZZ outplaying FSD here, especially on the map that we are going to play. So yeah, it's going to be a very tough match for FSD. But I think they could have the tools to break spawn kills, break spawn lock, and try to repush inside their home buildings, but pretty much every time that ZYZZ is going to be alive, it's going to be alive inside the FSD main building. But yeah, only the future knows what's coming in between those two teams. And let's have a look at a bit on the group thingies, where here we are playing the group C: ZYZZ, Mantis, BLNG, LeFo, and FSD. As of right now, pretty much every team has played 2 matches, which FSD is the only one playing only 1 match, and they won that one. And I believe it was against BLNG, but for now it is ZYZZ 2-0 victory, LeFo 2nd, tied with Mantis, 1 victory each and 1 loss. Then you have FSD with 1 victory, and Blink. Now I'm quite surprised by Blink. I would have expected Blink to be a bit better, but yeah, Blink 3 defeats, quite harsh for that Blink squad. But yes, you do not have Banshees and ESF primary weapons, so they might be at disadvantage here, unfortunately for them. So that is for Group C. Let's have a look a bit on the schedule that we are going to have for today. Quite a lot of Planetside in the coming 2 matches on the secondary channel. One at 17 UTC, and there is another one right after it at 18 UTC. FU versus 1 KPM, BRTD versus also Orange bracket match on the second channel here. Could be interesting match. FU 1 KPM could be really interesting as well. Especially at 18 UTC, so definitely stay tuned for that match. But on the main channel we will have quite a lot of match, 6 match actually. B-Hot versus DAF. B-Hot should be able to win this match fairly easily. Doesn't fall in friend, unfortunately for them, fell out to WFAT yesterday, and I would say in a good game. That was fair play from WFAT. That was not a stomp, even though the score doesn't really show that much. I think the total point difference is nearly the 50. But anyway, that was still a good game, but I don't think DAF has enough to take down BHOT. BHOT should go first in their group. Then you have Baxby LSV. Could be the most interesting game of the day, to be honest, because I'm playing for LSV. But also because Baxby hasn't played quite good in their past few games. Yes, they won against Tide. They trolled a bit against Tide, and yesterday I think Baxby lost against Red Alliance. So yeah, they didn't really had good games. Tide, they won because Tide is such a weak team that yeah, it just was easy for them, but the score was not great between them. And I think if Baxby is not playing as the level that they are expected to play, LSV can definitely take down Baxby in a very close match. So definitely stay tuned to that match, 18 UTC on the primary channel. Then you have Men 6 LFO, which it is for Group C, and I think Men 6 should take this one. Men 6 looks like the second. The big second on Group C. LFO looks like the third. It would be the match for second and third place here. Then you have LPN and WFAT. I would give it to WFAT just because LPN lost to Dazen Fallen Friend. WFAT with a lot of experience. Knauer with a big performance yesterday should be able to carry his team once again. And then you should have a good match, I would say, TBD versus Prey. Last match of the day, 23 UTC. So there we have it for all the plan side in the coming of today. Let's have a look a bit more about the map that we are going to play today, which is going to be Pearl Canyon. Pearl Canyon, quite a particular map, I would say. It's not like it is okay to not run a bolter. It is okay to not run an LA or whatsoever, just because it is a really run and gun type of gameplay inside the triple stacks buildings. And I think from this we are going to see that type of run and gun play. So we just had a small introduction to Pearl Canyon. Now we jump right onto the teams, and you do see here FSD opting to not go for an LA main, but with a bolter at least. UFO 1 OG here will be able to play on the roofs, but will he have any impacts? Because these guys should be relatively well trained on PIL, on facing bolts whatsoever. So yeah, and one thing to notice is that these decide to opt out of the bolts but have an LA, which Lizard is definitely quite good on the LA. Yeah, he should be able to disturb a bit UFO here on the roof, trying to contest a bit more on the roof. Lizard with the LA as well will be able to have amazing flanks, amazing rotation throughout the match, throughout the map. It's going to be really interesting to follow a bit Lizard on that Pearl Canyon match. And then you just have amazing lineup here. Zero, Spirit, Frost Legacy, Rook as well. Quite strong heavies, to be honest. A bit laggy. They are Australian after all. Some of them at least. So yeah, we do play with a bit of lag. FSD here. Midfielder, Kawa, Logan, Iggy, Sour, and Valver will play the heavy around UFO.
2 minutes to the second round, to the first round start. 2 minutes to the first round start.
So big shout out to Herods here, Herods, Halot, and Nocturnal Gannet. Our ref for today. I'm not sure if Halot is refing. Big shout out to Halot, by the way, for all the servers on which the script is running, which we're going to discover right now. Let's go right on to a Pearl Canyon. Look at that beautiful script on top of the screen, made by Turtle, hosted by Halot. Our tech guys are just quite insane, just to maintain those scripts up to date, solve bugs it is just so great to have them in the PIL team. So yeah, big shout out to them. We tend to forget that, and we just take the script for granted, take the server for granted, that it is people behind it.
1
I'm
minute.
so thankful for them. So 1 minute before the match starts, I don't know, yeah, okay. ZYZZ is going to start on the very western side of the base, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. And then we do have the TR coming in, FSD coming in from that center here on the very south side of the base. And we are going basically fight for those two triple stack, sorry, with the point right into the middle, which I will refer to the home of FSD, the home of ZYZZ, just because for the simple, it is quite simple to call out, I would say.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round start.
And there we go, match start, which should be a win for ZYZZ, but let's have a look on how FSD is actually performing. We do have quite a lot of member legacy already on the Chevron roof here. We're opting to go on the Bolt side. Definitely a good side for the Bolt here, especially with for ZYZZ, because you do have the chevrons in order to contest already one ZYZZ member right inside the triple stack here. It is Wook on the triple stack, I believe. Valver here goes down to Wook, unfortunately. Wook already with a triple, I feel, down to UFO. Can he take down another one? Yes, he does, with the help of ZYZZ with the kill in the end. So it is ZYZZ with the first capture. I don't think it is a surprise. Now we just need to see how FSD is going to come back inside their home building and clear their home building, because it is basically the first task. When you are getting wipe and spawn lock, you have to clear your home building. Legacy coming from behind onto the balcony, can does take down Kawa, will be pressured by Logan, does take down Logan here, down to the commissioner. We'll try to put some bullets onto Valver, but Valver will be taken down by spirits. Yeah, we do still have Legacy in CQC, does take the head of Higby. Quite a good run here from this very efficient in their point control here. Crooked here on DLA, we will be pressured by Valver here on his heavy, will be taken down as well. By Kawa coming in from the balcony. Spirit goes down, unfortunately. Big push from TR onto their home building, but you do have some contest from Zyros from the balcony as well. Paddy was coming in from the other room. Zyros goes down, unfortunately. We're not really able to get any kills here on this kind of push, so TR will be able to recontest a bit the point, because I think we were just out of anything in terms of this, because you popped out a lot of medkits. TR pushing the lobby of these here. Big push coming in, already one kill for onto meter feeder. I think there is another one, yes, on Valver here. Unfortunately, the push on lobby was a tad bit too slow, and yeah, it was just ZYZZ coming up strong. Higby tried to hide. We'll be able to trade onto Wook. You do have the help onto from Kawa and Logan onto the roof of their home buildings, which is quite good to have that kind of help. Unfortunately, don't quite take a lot of kills on this. UFO on the very ledge. Yeah, not really able to find any target here, unfortunately. Valver to play around UFO. Doing a bit of the... I'd like to mention, like, that kind of play when one of the heavies playing around his voltage is most of the time for a bait, which force some enemies to decloaked or try to push to kill the heavy, and then you can have your bolt just take the heads of your enemy. I used to play a lot like this in PIL1. Try to bait for my bolter to get to get kills. Which is a passive way to play. Big push here coming in on the roof for the TR. You do have Crooked. Will opt for the safe option here. The drop onto the point. ZYZZ in a big trouble. Does take down Logan. In the meantime, onto the balcony. I do think there was a baddie here with a lot of skill. ZYZZ in a bit of trouble here. The drop from the TR right onto the point just for contest. We still have baddie around the balcony, but there is two angry TR coming in onto baddie. Baddie needs to turn his back onto Meter Feeder. Unfortunately, he goes down. Point still being contested. Such a good job by FSD to just deny the cap and as well as deny some net score, because it's only a 4-point match, which I was believing at some point that this was just going to roll on to FSD. FSD really, yes, they do lose their building quite often. They do lose in 1v1s, but on the retake of their building, they are quite efficient here, which is really important to be really efficient here. Like B Sokas. Here, Beat Trap does take down one, does take down Rook. Here will be chased by Spirit. Can he take down? No. Spirit with a very good kill here. Now Spirit will be rushing onto the lobby of TR. Will chase for the kill. Very greedy chase. Will go down, unfortunately. Yes, really close to capture. Nearly 30 seconds remaining. Even less than 30 seconds remaining. Rook doesn't quite connect on the side door. Coming in from Silo, Meter Feeder needs to watch out for that particular lane. 15 seconds before the cap for the VS. Can the TR try and contest? Yes, there will be a contest from Logan Valver. I believe it was Meter Feeder as well. So once again denying the cap for this very good play here by FSD, which is surprisingly at 2 points behind ZYZZ. Making 4 now. So far, really close game between those two teams. Was not really expecting this. Rook going for the balcony push here. Takes down Logan, who was sitting onto the point. Does free up his team to capture the base. The UFO with a very aggressive drop here onto Rook, both straights. Here, both goes down. ZYZZ playing a bit more the point here. Just trying to secure the base cap, which has been quite elusive since the 12-minute mark. It's been 4 minutes since when ZYZZ could have captured that base. And there we have it, the first capture of the rounds and of the match as well. Oh, baddie. Very good turn here, but under pressure, needs to pop the medkit. Don't know if he does have one. I haven't seen a lot of medkits being popped here and there by the heavies, which kind of strange. Oh, Legacy player was playing around the rocks here. Does take down UFO, I believe. Yes. Rook has been uncontested on those flanks from balcony, playing all alone, isolated, but very good rotation. Does take down Logan. Logan trade with Rook, but here comes the push from ZYZZ here. Spirit onto Higby. Higby, I believe, was without shields, or with minimum shields, I would say. And there we have it. This is VS inside the home building of TR. ZYZZ very aggressive here on this angle. Will try to contest on the outside. Does take down Kawa here, being trapped on the rotation from ZYZZ. The drop from Valver. No, not quite. Valver still onto the roof, being pressured by Crooked. Here Crooked on his back, but you do have ZYZZ in front of him. Will be taken out, unfortunately. And now we do have a very strong dominance from ZYZZ in about with the cap. Yes, in about 2 minutes they managed to score 11 points plus 9 points of the cap, so 20 without, and which is a good sign for ZYZZ, without FSD to score any points. So that's quite a task. ZYZZ just playing good here. Takes on Kawa. UFO goes down as well onto the balcony. And now we do see a gap widening a bit. Most likely the biggest gap that we had on this round, and definitely a gap that it is going to be really difficult, especially against these, to fill out. Very good rotation here. Baz is someone's behind Buddy. Very good push by the balcony. Zaros forced to flee a bit in order to stay alive. Unfortunately, middle feeder goes down. Kawa goes down because there was someone behind him. Here, good push from the annex room here. Higby goes down to Zaros. Zaros down to the pistol. Doesn't quite get the last kill. Anyway, there was UFO to finish up Zaros if you were to stay alive. But only 2 men staying alive for FSD, so they are not really able to assert dominance inside the base, and inside even their buildings. Legacy, look at that play, very aggressive here for the bolter. Oh, Legacy onto Kawa, misses the shot. Oof, this is quite costly here, because you are playing without your bolts. He's currently doing rotation here. Crooked goes down, unfortunately. TR jumping onto the point. Logan on a very aggressive push, being under pressure from the Chevron building here. TR stepping inside the ZYZZ building. Unfortunately, there is quite a lot of ZYZZ member here onto that building. I think it was Logan, yes, being killed by Body. But good rotation from ZYZZ inside their building. The pressure from the TR, from the lobby as well, being repushed here right onto the point. Spirit leading the charge here onto the point. You do have Valve being taken out by Zaros, High B Soccer as well. So Zaros goes down, so it's quite a good news, but you still have quite a lot of VS member being alive, trying to push inside the TR home building. And there we go. Very good clean by the VS, clearing all the TR inside their home building. And now 3 minutes remaining. Quite a big gap. FSD hitting past that 50 points mark, which is so important, I feel. In terms of morale, it's so demoralizing to be under the 100 points after the second round. So it's so great for FSD to hit that 60 to 70 points mark at the end of the first round. We will see at the end. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here. Zaros onto UFO. UFO, can he get the kill? No, not quite. Zaros popped the medkit in order to stay alive. Will be able to repush onto the balcony. Has been uncontested. There is Kawa here. A bit of a surprise. Zaros with the knife kill onto Kawa. In order to stay alive, he's basically the only one for VS. There is still Legacy playing onto the balcony. Body shot onto Logan, not quite able to finish up the kill. There is someone middle feeder pushing from the balcony. Legacy does notice middle feeder, but not able to finish up any kills. Logan will push Legacy. Legacy goes down. Logan will fall to a 1 HP. Will be able to stay alive by popping the medkit here. Higby versus Spirit. Spirit goes down. Unfortunately, good revenge from Crooked. Crooked goes down as well. That's a 2-for-2 trade. Thanks to Kawa here. Very good revenge. Oh, to UFO, sorry. STR are back. Zaros is back as well. Oof, that's quite a very bad engagement from Zaros here. Oof, this is a very good clean by TR, losing nobody, killing 3 VS. Very good engagement here. Zaros a tad bit too eager to push inside and try and flank. Crooked on balcony does take a body shot, I feel. Oh. UFO is definitely not hitting those shots that he needs to hit, even body shots. Oh, he'd be here. Being under pressure by Zaros and someone onto the point was body. Kawa goes down as well. So bad that from Kawa to just to die here, isolated. I think it was being pressured by Legacy. Legacy goes down finally onto the roof. You do have a Wook and Spirit coming up from onto Meter Feeder, and suddenly you don't have any TR left inside the home building. Logan was the last one alive. Fortunately, he goes down. UFO trying to put some pressure here. Not quite able to connect in terms of kills. May have done some body shots here. Still playing onto the roof. Will jump onto the annex here. Crooked and Wook goes down. Very good push from Valver here. Still under pressure from Zaros. Zaros down to the pilot here. Does get 1 kill. Does get 2 kills even. Still 2 TR being alive here onto Baddy. Baddy can take down 1. We do have the trade here. Not quite the revenge onto Baddy. Oh, Spirit. And oh, never mind. I think it has been time. So there we have it. Quite I would say interesting match. 29 points differential. Yes, we do have the cap. So only 20 kills difference between the ZYZZ and FSD. So I think we do have quite an interesting match between those two teams. FSD definitely putting some resistance onto ZYZZ. They have good retakes. They have the thing is that when they try to retake their buildings, I think they lose a tad bit too much members, and therefore they are not really able to try and put the pressure on this building. Which every time they try and did this and do this, they were only 2 to 3, which isn't really not enough because you will have the reinforcement from these to come back and just destroy you 1v1. But yeah, other than that, I think the repush from the FSD is really top notch, and it all goes to the good process. All the repush from FSD goes to the same process, which we clear the roof. We can from that we can drop on balcony, push from the stairs, clear the upstairs, and then clear the the bottom level. So yeah, FSD definitely putting a good fight. Unfortunately, I think we just have we have Hey Game Zyros, Legacy on the board doing a lot of kills as well. It's not the top fragger though. Zyros is the top fragger, but Legacy putting a lot of pressure on FSD's heavies, and as well on UFO on a +0.
3 minutes.
And what we've seen from UFO was that he was not really hitting the shot that he was needed to hit. Like on PIL, especially on PIL, I think as a bolter you can provide. There is 2 ways for you to play that kind of match. It is either you can play passive onto the roof, which UFO has been doing, or you can have a very aggressive kind of gameplay, which Legacy is playing with a lot of kills inside the buildings. But I think one thing that we don't quite see from UFO, and is basically the only one with Baddy on this case, he's on 3 damage assist, which means that he rarely help his heavy to finish in team fights. Which I believe those 12 kills are either he's getting the good end of the trade or of a team fight, or they are single kills. How to say individual kills. So yeah, for UFO I would like him to hit more maybe more body shots. I don't have quite the headshot ratio here. Maybe hit the body shots a bit more, and help your heavies to try and take down someone. Because sitting on 3 damage assists for a bolter is definitely not really a good sign.
1 minute.
So Heros being really efficient here. Second round will start in around 1 minute, and I do fear that FSD is going to have a tough second round, because you can't quite go to the same step, to the same process to repush your home building once you are spawn lock. So these might have an easier spawn lock, I would say, because now the home building of TR will be the northern side, which can be really difficult to repush. You don't have the easy jump on the roof. You still can go on the roof to jump on the texture here and go on the roof. You can go jump here onto the catwalk and jump inside window, or trying to contest from the balcony, but the main entrance to your building is that door. It's kind of a death trap, to be honest, as both teams have started here. A lot of deaths here. You kind of expect those deaths to come. UFO being very greedy here on those rocks. Not sure they are in the bounce of Legacy already on the balcony. He's been spotted here, being under pressure. Build the first one to fall. Unfortunately, there is a lot of this member in the FSD building here. Goes south, unfortunately for these. Logan from behind does take down Batty, and Crooked as well goes down. A very good opening. I would say very good opening for FSD. Quite a bad one for this. Unfortunately, I think the push from Legacy on the balcony of TR, you just have to straight up forget this one, because you have the reinforcement coming so close from behind. And yeah, Crooked, very aggressive kill here. Does get Valver, but the drop was so aggressive. Zaros onto Logan. He's relatively safe here. Will jump right onto the balcony. TR still have the points. The cap has been stopped though. Very good kill here onto Zyros from the windows.
Spotted a hostile infiltrator.
Oh, look at that angle from Crooked. Logan goes on the balcony, can't quite do the jump. I'm so amazed that Crooked didn't so. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh, Crooked. My gosh. Unfortunately for Crooked, doesn't quite get what he wanted. And here we will have the push from midfielders. Does surprise Spirit quite a bit. TR drop right onto the point in order to retake that capture. So this is not having the best start here, but it's quite okay. They have quite a gap, which they can feed on, to be honest. But yeah, for FSD we do have quite a good start, and if we manage to get the cab, that could be quite insane, to be honest. UFOs has been hitting those shots here, double headshot. Definitely help a bit to when your bolters start to hit shots. Definitely helps the heavies, on the field, just to get final kills and to get openings. Cricket goes down. Unfortunately, Spirit will be under big trouble. Logan was pushing from the catwalk. Spirit does take down Logan, but you do have the nice revenge hook, a bit trap here onto Kawa and Higby. Higby will be all alone, pushing the lobby. Baddy goes down, does manage to trade here. The revenge from Zaros, not quite able to come on time. But ZYZZ on a very passive game right now. Not really able to touch the point. TR have the favor of the timer here. Higby trying to push inside the lobby. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a death trap. Someone managed to kill Spirit here, I believe, onto lobby as well. Logan from side door does manage to take down Wooks. Very good opening here. Unfortunately, yeah, we still had Zaros here on the map, on the point. Valver with a very good drop here on Zaros. Zaros managed to stay alive with a good medkit. And there we have it. Finally, ZYZZ stepping onto the point, being alive, which is the most important. Midfielder very sneaky here, does manage to take down Spirit. UFO in under a lot of pressure from Crooked. Crooked as well under a lot of pressure. Will be forced to flee and jump out of the roof. Luckily, he's in LA. He will be able to repush anytime soon. So I'm quite happy that we are not seeing the kind of spawn kill that I was expecting. Zaros goes down inside the lobby, met with 3 heavies from TR. Not really the most optimum situation to push inside. Logan, very good rotation here onto the balcony, does manage to take down Batty and push onto the point. Can he take down another one? Wook was watching for Logan. Logan, unfortunately for VS, will be revenged. We just keep on getting trade here between the two teams and definitely play the game for FSD. Less than 20 points difference, 19 even. So if we were to cap that base, we would be on a 10-point game, which would be insane, which would be an incredible result for this FSD. And for FSD, would be a quite bad one for ZYZZ, to be honest. They are expected to win this round and this match. Oh, Crooked, very good rotation by the LA. Does the kind of work that LA can provide. Unfortunately, it goes down. Higby was really low here. Does go down to Spirit. Was without shields. Pushed blinds and yeah, couldn't quite connect with the last kill here. VS trying to put some pressure onto lobby, but a very slight pressure. Will retreat a bit backwards onto the point, play the point, because you don't really have the timing right now. It's more TR putting pressure onto the point, Crooked onto Logan. Crooked goes down. It's been quite a while since we've seen Crooked go do anything, to be honest. On the second round, Zaros goes down even, so we just have a very good comeback from FSD here. Which they were down 30 points. And now they only are down, yeah, by 15? Yeah, 14 even? 16, sorry. That's a very good run here by the TR. They've honed these from the start of the second round. He's not really able to get anything done, to be honest. Crooked, the drop right onto the point. Can he take down meter feeder? Yet again, Crooked with a very aggressive drop here. Not quite able to finish anything that he started. Logan onto the catwalk, onto the window. Can he take down Spirit? Yes, he does. TR still half the point. FSD coming back strong. Wook and Legacy, very strange. Wook a big trap here. Someone onto the silo, meter feeder. Can he take down Wook? Not quite. It would be the turn to meter feeder to be a bit trapped here. Under pressure, pop the medkit in order to stay alive. UFO comes to the rescue and doesn't quite connect with the headshot here. Does get a body shot, which is enough to, I would say. Wook very aggressive flank here onto the balcony. Logan was expecting that kind of flank. This is why you don't go for that flank. Reinforcement just come so quickly. And TR back in control on that point. such a close game. FSD playing so great here. Buddy does get a kill onto Kawa. Point will be flipped for the VS, allowing themselves some breathing room. But yeah, 18 seconds before the TR do cap. Hype coming from behind does take down Crooked. Someone onto the window for the TR. Valver goes down, unfortunately. Wook, very good kill onto Hype, who was trying to push from the VS lobby here. UFO coming from the VS lobby down. Does meet Legacy. Legacy, very good kill in CQC. And VS finally having a good run here onto the point. And if they don't lose that much people, they would be able to push inside their lobby. Crooked does trade with an as the LA here. Buddy putting some pressure here, takes down 2. Valver is the last remaining TR alive inside the lobby. Will be pushed by I believe it is Wook here, pushing inside TR building. And suddenly we do have these coming strong here. Crooked, very good kill onto Logan here. Will be pressured by Higby. Can Crook stay alive? Can he get one? Yes, he does. Does get UFO. Very important to get those kills in such a tight map. Which it is. We still have plenty of time for VS to cap and widen the gap that they've lost, to be honest. They've lost quite a bit of gap, but now they do have a very good situation here. Logan being the only one inside the building. Legacy watching for Hype Asuka. Very good follow-up from the silos on the body shot of Legacy. Logan goes down. We do have kind of a repush. Kawa goes down as well from silo. This is why for repushing on the northern side home building is so hard here for FSD, where I really feared that moment where they would try to repush, which given that this is the first time that we've seen them try to repush this building. Oh. UFO trying to get some kills here. Doesn't quite connect, unfortunately. And this was a very good run here, yet again, in that building. Not really able to get wiped by the TR. TR tried to repush from the roof. Valve goes down, unfortunately. Hype B fall a bit onto the ledge. We're starting to lose some members here. Zara's going down. We just need to get a few more for the TR to repush inside, but we're just trickling in. I think one thing that I would like to see would be a TR going all the way around the building to flank from the side door, which it's quite tricky to be unnoticed here. Oh, Spirit, very good move here onto Valver. And suddenly we were looking for 18 seconds for TR to cap, but we have a role reversal here. VS looking to cap that base, looking to cap Pearl Canyon, secure the second round with a very tight spawn kill onto FSD. And yeah, it's quite a bit sad to see FSD just scrambling on the pressure that has been applied by ZYZZ, but there you go, ZYZZ with the cap. And we suddenly don't have that close of a match. But it is just the last minutes of the second round where we just have ZYZZ walking up a bit and applying a very good spawn kill. As long as ZYZZ trade, I think they are good to go to get that spawn, to keep that spawn kill alive. I think they have plenty of ways to try and play passive. Oh, Carol goes down. Very good defense. They have plenty of ways to play a bit passive when they lost a bit too many people. That they just Go back onto the point, then straight up to the point building of FSD here. Logan, very good double kill here. Will be able to push the point. Unfortunately, it was 1 minute and 12 seconds, just not enough. ZYZZ playing onto the point here. Does deny the Logan the ability to cap it. Oh, ZYZZ being a bit trapped here. Still managed to trade, which is a good sign. Now we do have TR that have been able to break their spawn kill, which was so important, but yeah, a bit too late, unfortunately. And yes, we will have a ZYZZ victory. But FSD, what a performance they've done. I think they managed to score 100 points in that second half, which definitely, if we were to look at the points won by ZYZZ and on FSD, I think FSD might have scored more points than ZYZZ did in the second round. And ZYZZ had the cap on the second round as well. So I think it was just a very good run by FSD. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite finish the cap. They couldn't quite resist anymore the pressure by ZYZZ, and as soon as they got spawn locked, really hard for 4 to 5 minutes, and did allow ZYZZ to just fly away with the lead and yeah, come strong. So yeah, let's have a bit of a look on the scorers. UFO still yet again with only 7 damage assists. Was on 3 at the end of the first round, and now on 7 managed to get 4 more. So he's quite consistent, but yeah, does miss quite a bit of help. Yeah, I think his heavy does miss quite a bit of help on that note. Look at Legacy; he has twice the damage assist, and yeah, does help quite a bit for his heavies. So yeah, I would like to see UFO maybe step up a bit more onto the damage assist, but other than that, he's performing quite well. On a 30 kill, it's not the top fragger. Wook is no, never mind. This is ZYZZ with 42. Wook and ZYZZ having quite a good game. Legacy has the bolts you kind of expect, especially on PIL. You could expect a Bolt to have a very good net score, and Bolt in general can have a very good net score. They are playing from afar. They have the ability to get a point by a one shot. So yeah, you'd expect Bolt to get quite a bit of net score. But other than that, I think Higby had a very good game. Logan as well. We've seen Logan throughout the round doing quite a good move, but one very bad thing for his ZYZZ would be the performance of Crooked. Just speak from itself. He's on a -14 on a winning team, on a dominant team. Crooked just didn't work. His move didn't work on how do we say, on the second round. I think he was his rotation were working, his drop were working on the first round, but on the second, I think it just like was a bit too aggressive, to be honest. And Crooked just kept on feeding quite a lot, to be honest, because he's on a -14. It's okay to have some people on a minus roll, some heavies, for example Baddie and Spirit on a -2, -5, which is okay, which is not a lot. Does mean that they got won the wrong hand of on the trade. They got killed first, but you had the revenge. It was a 2v2. Then the other person did the 2v1, but you did quite a bit of the job. Therefore, you have some damage assist and whatnot. So I think Batty and Spirit just got the worst end of the trade on every on some occasions. But Crooked to be on a -14 on a winning team definitely did not step up to the task as being an LA. He has been way too aggressive, a bit too predictable, I would say, as well. We've seen him, by the way he was trying to contest UFO on the roof. Yeah, it was easy, I think, for UFO to predict where Crooked could be, and yeah, so I think if we were to analyze and improve on this game, would be on the LA game, which has not really paid off. But it's such a good game. It's such a good map for heavies. It's one of the best maps for heavies to run and gun everywhere. And once you have very good heavies, which ZYZZ is an amazing heavy, I think you can put pretty much everyone, anyone on a lesser player, I would say, with a lesser performance, and still win the game, because ZYZZ was just so dominant. Wook as well was really, really good. So yeah, there we have it. End of ZYZZ versus FSD. FSD put out a very good game, very good match. I was not expecting, to be honest. I was selling that game as this is just going to be to win another free game, and I don't think FSD is going to put a very good match. But I was quite wrong. FSD at some point was around that 16 points, 15 points difference. They were looking to cap, to get that +9. So they were on a window of getting a team wipe of ZYZZ and being tied with ZYZZ. So that was a very good game from FSD. So let's have a look at the schedule that we are going to have today. So ZYZZ FSD, that's done. ZYZZ with the win. Then we have later in the evening, BHOT versus DAF. Then it's just going to start the evening. BHOT versus DAF. Then you have pretty much every hour you have another match. Pax BLSV, Mensis Fluffo, RP and WFAT, and late on the night we do have TBD versus Prey. And don't forget about the secondary channel, which I don't remember who is going to stream on the secondary channel today. So let me have a look at it. So it's going to be DocP. DocP here, so twitch.tv/DocP, DOKP, for the two secondary channel match, FU versus 1 KPM at 17 UTC, BRTD off at 18 UTC. So yeah, definitely, if you are supporting one of those teams, go to DocP's channel on Twitch. It's going to be there. And come back later for more Planetside. We have a lot of Planetside in the coming weeks, in the coming hours. So yeah, it's a great day for Planetside, for the 6v6 and for the PIL. See you later. Bye bye.